Do you know someone who's fallen victim to a scam? I do, and it's unfortunately pretty common. The best way to protect yourself is by knowing what to look out for. And luckily in Vermont, there's one scammer now behind bars who won't be preying on victims anytime soon. Inside the U.S. District Courthouse in Burlington this week, a big victory for victims of what's known as the grandparent scam. Federal officials arresting 28-year-old William Comfort, who pled guilty to being part of a scam that robbed people of at least $636,000 who thought their loved ones were in danger and needed immediate financial help. Vermont's Attorney General Charity Clark says an arrest like this is rare for a number of reasons.
It's very rare. I mean, what we find is that scammers tend to be overseas. They're not just in another state, they're overseas.
But Mr. Comfort committed one of the most common scams in the country right here in Vermont.
So a very common one would be, your grandson is overseas and they got caught up in some sort of a legal problem and now they need money right away or they're going to be put in prison. Something like that.
Clark says there are several red flags to look out for with this scam. The first is if the caller is spiking an emotional response, slow down and verify their claims by getting in touch with your loved one.
Just take that deep breath and remember, your attorney general is telling you if someone you don't know is spiking your emotional response and they're asking you for money, it's a kind of a tip-off.
The second, if the caller is asking for money to be sent in cash, wired, or through gift cards, don't do it, especially if they're asking for foreign currency.
These are either impossible to get back or very difficult. So those are another tip that I can give to be on the lookout for.
And finally, if you're unable to verify the caller's information, you should take a step back.
The sort of magic combination for scammers is they're spiking your emotional response, they are asking you for money, and you don't know who they are or you can't verify who they are.
Clark says if you've fallen victim to this scam or have gotten a call like this, report it to the Consumer Assistance Program immediately at the number or the email that you see on your screen. As for Comfort, he's ordered to pay a fine of up to $500,000 in addition to another fine for a conspiracy charge of $250,000. He's being held behind bars until his next court appearance in October. Clark says the best way to prevent yourself from falling victim to this scam is by not answering your phone if it's a number that you don't recognize. These scammers will note that if you pick up the phone, even if you hang up right away, and they might try again, hoping that you take the bait. So just send them to voicemail. Liz Strappa, NBC5 News.